You. That was pretty terrible, actually. Oh well. What is good, everyone? It's your boy JD back with another podcast video. So, this time we are going to be talking about Overlord, the anime of season 1, 2, and 3. Our overall general thoughts of the series. And with me today. Wow. oh, God. I really need to work on that.
You want to start that over?
I mean, I might leave it in. I don't feel like cutting this part out, but...
Okay, doesn't matter. Keep going.
Yeah. With me today, we got my boy, Parzival.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Alright, so we are going to discuss Overlord and our general thoughts. So, let us begin. So, let's just talk about the general synopsis, and I'll let you take it away, Parzival.
Okay, so the way this show works is it's set in a world that's an MMO RPG that basically it follows this one player named Ainz Ul-Gon.
OP.
And the reason he's OP is because...
Sorry, continue.
Now, the reason he's OP is because the MMO basically shut down, and he ends up trapped in the world of the game itself, and so he's trapped with all these NPCs, but he still has everything that he's collected from like in the game, and like he has the rarest items, like the highest stats, and like everything that you would want in a game like this. So like the NPCs can't touch him. They can't even come close to his level. And so like throughout the entire show, there's no one who can best him. And basically, so since he's literally the most powerful, he literally sets out to be the overlord of the whole world and become a conqueror essentially. And so his kingdom is Nazarick, and he wants to extend their rule to like all the empires and the kingdoms, and like what is it, El Rentel, they have hard names.
Yeah, I know. But they also like his other goal was to
No.
It wasn't like his other goal also to like find his like whatever player there might been from the old MMORPG game.
Yeah, that's more in the beginning, but once he realizes there's really no one left, he just relishes. Boys. He literally, even though he has no clue what he's doing, he goes full on into conquering mode with the help of his most trusted
We'll get to those guys later. With the
help of his most trusted advisors, who are all NPCs.
Yeah, they're called the Guardians.
Yeah, who all worship him basically.
/ love him, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, some more than others.
In a sense, this is an isekai show. In a sense.
Yeah, but in a sense where like once he's in it, he never actually leaves the game itself.
You know, interesting enough, like all the explanation that you just said kind of pretty much explains the first arc in a general sense. It's pretty much just him finding out what's going on, and also like you get to meet like all the other Guardians and stuff like that, but we don't get into much detail. And then and then they go to a village to like save this village, calling a village, I believe that's what it's called. And
yeah,
it doesn't seem important at the beginning, but it's actually very important later in the story. But let's actually talk about like the NPCs that the Guardians that have the role there. Let's start with Albio. Albedo. Wow. Oh my. Well, she in a general sense, all there is to a character is that she just loves Ainz. That's it. Like that's absolutely it. That's it. And like she showed that she has like some like fighting costume. But during the time where like they find like some priest people from like another show or whatnot, and like she just like lost her mind that the Ainz took damage, quote unquote took damage, and like that was pretty much all it was. But one of the craziest things is I actually saw a video from Nux Tuck. Shouts to Nux Tuck. But like in his video about Overlord, apparently Albedo is actually not canon. She is actually filler. Like she's not in the original story of the light novel.
Oh really? So she was made exclusively
for the show.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, because apparently you know the guardian that could speak and command people to do stuff. He was actually like the overseer. Like he had her position.
Oh, Demuger?
Yeah. But shouts to Nux Tuck for that. I ain't gotta know that. But anyways, that's pretty much the first arc though in a sense. Let's move on to the next arc, which is Ainz discovers something that everyone desperately needs. Money. So he goes out to the Adventurers Guild and like starts to really build a fame and reputation for himself under the nicknames of Momunga, which is I think was like his player name back before like the game shut down. And literally in a sense, it was just there just to introduce some characters and stuff, but really it was just for an affiliate, which like his ability allows him to use every single magic item without any restrictions, which is kind of ridiculous, but it was entertaining. We got to see some really cool fights. Like the crazy girl that just got crushed by Ainz, that shit was insane. And then we also saw the battle maids and like Nabarel and like all that stuff. But really though, like I think the craziest thing was that like the adventurers that he was with to get to Cornier Village. Speaking of Cornier Village, we kind of met that village and now they have goblins but we'll get to that part later. That's like a whole other thing. And literally they all died. Like the party adventurers, they all died and it was crazy. Like because we thought like back when we were watching, we thought that like they were gonna like live, like we'll see them again, but nope, they just died straight in that arc.
Yeah, and the one thing you should mention is that these quests that he goes on, since he's technically a novice, and so his class, like he's of the lower class, so like he's not even though he has all these skills and like items and stuff, since he's not at that level, he can only take on lower level quests in the beginning.
Yeah, but I think after that entire arc, he pretty much became an Agamentai, right?
Yeah, like he got promoted to Adamantite.
I think that's like the highest class.
At the end of the first season.
Oh yeah, also I forgot Hamusuke, that
the hamster thing?
Yeah. Like the dude is not really that important, but that also happened in that arc.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool. The king of the forest.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really it for that arc. I don't think I have anything else to say about that arc. What about you?
I'm good too. Do you want to move on to season 2?
Ah, yes, season 2. Oh, the Lizard Man arc. Oh God, I'll let you take this one.
Alright. I honestly, I remember. I can't even say anything really, because from what I remember, what I did during this whole arc, because it was so uninteresting, is that we literally just talked about random stuff over the episode. Like, dude, while the episode was going, while the episodes were playing, we were just talking about some other stuff. So I don't think I was even paying attention to what was going on.
Yo, fact. Like this arc, like if you think about how the story was in season 1, and then we go into season 2, that arc literally came out of the blue, and it doesn't seem to fit the story. Like they spent like a couple of days to try to make you care about the Lizard Man people, but like really, like the only Lizard Man people that really care for, quote unquote, care for, is like the main dude. Like, I don't know his name. But like that's really it.
I don't know any of their names, and they don't matter. Once you have this like 5-episode arc, they come back as the most you get out of them is that they come back as like minor characters.
Yeah, like with how
in Ainz's army, like they'll come back as minor characters, but like you literally need to know nothing about them.
Yeah, exactly. Like
just that Ainz has full control over them.
Yeah, like that's all there is. Like the other thing that was kind of important in that arc was like Corcutus's development a bit, but more importantly, like Ainz started to realize that like he wants his Gorgon. Oh, dude, we'll get to that. We will get to that. But let's finish this part up. But Ainz wants his Gorgons to improve on their own. And then like he was like very impressed with Gemug like improving and giving thoughts about like the benefit of Nazarick, and Corcutus was starting to go into that. But we need to backpedal a bit because we forgot a very big arc. The arc of Shaltir Blood Falling.
Oh yeah, because that's the.
Wait, your mic.
Oh, that's the end of the first season, right? Where he has to fight her because she's under some sort of mind control.
Yeah, so like literally she is like all the Guardians themselves are OP, and then like all the battle mages under them are also OP, but like really it's just like the battle mage, then Sebas, then like the Guardians, and then like Ainz at the top really. And then like so one of the things is that she fights this character called Brain Unglas. Dude, the amount of times they say Brain Unglas, like it is so many times there. But we will get to him later. And also we forgot to mention Gazif, like the dude that's like the chief, no, like the holy warrior of wherever that kingdom is. But we'll get to them later because that's actually gonna be after the Lizardman arc. But that fight between Ainz versus Shaltir was incredible. That fight was insane. It was so good. I enjoyed that fight a lot. And it was great. It was absolutely great. And dude, like the whole punishment thing that now we're gonna get back to the Lizard Man for a bit. The whole punishment thing that I tagged going, where like he was sitting on Shaltir and then Albedo was like so jealous. Like dude, it was hilarious. Okay. You got anything to say about those swords in particular that I haven't said?
No, I think you covered it.
Alright. Now let's actually move on to the next big arc, because this arc is probably the arc that saved season 2. It was very, very, very good. I don't know what the name of the arc is, but it had to do with like the, what is it, like the 8 fingers, right? I believe that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll let you start this off.
Fingers. Actually, can you start it off?
Alright. Yeah, you know, because I forgot the name of the arc, but so we actually start off with like we meet like this boy named Klein, right? And he's just going around and he's like serving the princess, and then like then
and the princess is insane.
Yo, this man has to run for his life. Period. This man has to run for his life. Like, she is absolutely insane. And like apparently she's a genius to boot. And like she knows what's going on. Like she knows what's going on. And like anyone that messes with Klein, she will murder them. Like she will absolutely murder them, and it's scary. Like she had this crazy scary face going on too. And I think I remember like where like she was saying, oh, but it's okay because if Climb goes to battle and then he's injured, then it'll be me who will take care of him, and we'll be there together forever. And it was, she has problems, man. She has problems. It's like a Toga 2.0. Like, I swear to God, it's straight up like a Toga 2.0. I think that's the game, right? From My Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. But alright, let's actually get back to Climb, because this is also a Sebas arc too. Like, this is where Sebas' character really grew, dude. But I'm trying to figure out how I want to start this, because now I'm gonna kind of go on. Okay. And then I think I got it. So let's start with Brain Unglas and Gazep. So they're pretty much rooming together, and like Brain Unglas, like at the beginning he was like a very confident warrior and stuff. And the moment he fought Shark Tail blood falling, he couldn't do anything, and he was so scared that he couldn't figure out what to do. Then he runs into Climb, who was just like going around and doing some shit, whatever he was doing. And then he runs into Sebas. Now Sebas, he's a gentleman. This man is savage, dude. Like he has this whole thing where he's like a big mobile man. Like, he does the right thing. That's the thing. He does the right thing. But the thing is, like, doing the right thing or helping humans, because of the people in Nazareth don't like humans, that they look down on them. So like, a lot of people couldn't trust what Sebas was doing here and there. We'll get to that part a bit later. But like, there's like this moment between Climb and Sebas where like Sebas goes like, you better prepare yourself if you don't want to die. And like just does like some pressure punch attack, and like Brain was just frozen, like he couldn't get away from it. But Climb was able to get past that. And like Brain was like how is he able to do that? And like, you know, like quote unquote like having the courage to like face the fear of death and all that, which is really cool. And then like they were just knowing how like Sebas is like a literal monster and all that stuff. But I think one of the best parts though is that we did get some 8-finger stuff, and like we saw some Climb and Brain Ungla stuff, and then Sebas, dude. When he like just came in, just like punched the door down, like took this door, moving to the other side. It was like it was straight up killing people like left and right. Like, dude, it was crazy. And the thing I like about Brain Unglas though is the fact that like at the beginning he was a very cocky dude, and like he couldn't handle the truth about like being scared. But then after that he became hubris. Like, he became a dude that was strong, but isn't cocky about their skills, because he knows firsthand that there's so many monsters out there, and you really come to respect that. I really like that about Brain. And he actually is probably like my second to favorite character of the entire series. Sebas is definitely up there too, though.
Yeah, for me, Sebas is my favorite character. I just love how much of a gentleman he is, but at the same time, when he needs to, he's so badass.
Dude, like during the time when he fought all the 8 fingers, and this dude goes and says like, you're facing the undead king, and then like that moment, that dude just signed his death wish, and in 5 seconds, like not even, he just kills every single one of them. Like, it was absolutely nothing. And then when he fights the leader of the 8 fingers, and like straight up like he punches Sebas, and like Sebas didn't really move, and then like he just some kind of kick upwards, and just like that's it. It was over. Like, it was so crazy. Like, that entire thing with Sebas was crazy. And also doing the fact that like when the battle main woman is thought that he became a traitor, and then Ainz was like, ugh. I get like when he heard that Sebas became a traitor, he was like shocked. Like, I was like, wait, what? Sebas? A traitor? What? And then like, damn, I feel like I'm going all over the place. Like, this is not like cohesive at all. This is pretty bad, actually. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, getting like fall in love with that human girl, whatever her name was.
he did. And the human girl, she was she the younger sister of one of the one of the um one of the teammates that Ainz went on a mission with that died, and
Oh
so as like a favor,
yeah. The wizard person.
so as like a favor to her, he took her in, and he let Sebas have his romance.
Yo, just straight up though. That gig happened. That gig happened. Alright. Now it's time to move on to the next section of the entire arc. Where we now focus on Gemuger. Gemuger. How you pronounce his name?
Demuger.
I'll let you take this one because I think.
Yeah, oh man. The craziest. There's two things I want to say about Demuger. First of all, he's the real genius. Like, he's the real mastermind behind this whole operation to take over all of the empires
Oh yeah,
and the
because
kingdoms
like
and everything.
when he
Because
was like saying like some kind of planks and all that stuff, and then like I was just like, wait, what? What?
And he's so oblivious to the fact that he came up with them, and so he always gives the credit to Ainz. He's like, "Sir, didn't you do this? Aren't you doing this because of that?" And then Ainz always takes credit for it. He's like, "Yes, I totally get what you're doing, but just in case the others don't, explain it."
Yeah, so he understands. And they even take it so far to the point like everything that Ainz did at the very beginning, like Game was, oh my god, your genius is like on a whole other league and all that stuff though. That was crazy, man.
And then the second thing about Demuger is that he has the special ability to make people bend to his will just by
Actually, no, it's not bend to his will. It's like he can make them do anything he says. Right? Because when he uses his ability, he says bow down, and then they bow down.
Are you there?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm here.
Cut out.
Oh, sorry. I said, his power is that he makes them do whatever he says, right? Could you still hear me?
Could you just repeat the last thing that you said?
Yeah. Demuger his ability allows him to, it allows him to make people do whatever he says. Am I still connected? We have connection issues? So we're just I started, so we're just gonna continue from where we left off, alright?
Okay.
Alright. So I was saying that Demuger's ability allows him to have people do whatever he says. Did you still not hear me?
Oh no. No, I can.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep saying stuff. Yagi 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 ya. Can you hear?
We're good.
Okay. So did you hear what I said, or should I repeat again?
No, I heard.
Okay. Alright, then continue to what you were saying.
And so he would. I know he's never gonna try it, but do you think he can use that power on Ainz?
I
Like,
feel
if he ever broke that line?
I feel like it's something where like it has to be like in like a power limit thing. Like if there's like probably people that are stronger than him. Sorry. If there are probably people that are stronger than him, then he cannot do anything about it. Did you still hear me?
Yeah.
Did you? Alright. Did you hear what I said, or should I repeat again?
Something about, if other people are stronger than him, then the ability doesn't work.
Yeah. Actually, it's kind of like, you know, I've seen Bleach before, but in Bleach they have this whole thing called spiritual pressure, which is like how they rank power. and like there's like some abilities that could just be completely negated because of a person's spiritual pressure. So I think it's the same thing with Gemuga's ability in Ainz. Where Ainz's power is just much stronger than Gemuga, so like he can just cancel it out with just his Vav power.
Yeah.
Alright, continue on.
Those are my thoughts on Demeter, though.
Okay, so long story short, Ainz fought him in disguise. That was also pretty cool. And in a sense, quote unquote, save people. Also, Brain had another small rematch with Soulkill Blood Falling, and he thought he'd get a bit better, but you know, stuff happened here, there, whatnot. And then, afterwards, that's pretty much the end of season 2, honestly. So let's actually move on to season 3, where the first arc kind of focuses a bit on Korean Village and like them just like, you know, it's just like them showing off the goblins and everything, but like that's all it really is for that arc. Like, do you have anything to really say about that one?
Not really.
Okay. Oh yeah. Also.
What's the guy who likes the girl but doesn't really like the girl doesn't reciprocate.
Yeah, Ophelia and I forgot the girl's name. Let's just call it Chief because he's a chief now.
Yeah, and the chief, right? The one who commands all the goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man. She's nice and everything, but she never outright says that she likes him.
Yeah, did she say like, I like someone who is just like you?
That's so mean.
Like, what do you mean, just like you? Like, straight up, that was funny. Like, that was straight up funny. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that arc. Then the next one is, when the palace of Ainz get invaded by like some adventurers.
Oh yeah.
So they pretty much all went into the death. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. They pretty much all went to their deaths, in a sense.
I was laughing when they buffed up their stats.
Oh yeah, dude, that one dude that was like martial arts boost. Like, I'm pretty sure that entire boosting thing went on for like at least a minute. Like, they just changed the camera angles and like, you know, it ain't gonna do shit. But like, dude, that shit went on for so long. It was kind of ridiculous. That was so ridiculous. Also, another cool part is like when Ainz take off his ring to show his magical power, and the girl just throws up because that's how much of a monster Ainz is. Was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that's all I gotta say really about that arc.
Yeah, me too.
Alright. Okay. So the next arc is the other empire that quote unquote send the people there. So it's this dude that was like this yellow Gorgon dude. I forgot his name. But he had this like ridiculous long name, dude. Like I remember that.
He has ridiculously long name, and then it shortened. Let me look it up. It shortens to something really easy.
Alright, so literally in the sense, like, they pretty much go to apologize to Ainz. But before that, they send like 2 dark elves, to just go and they just like massacre like half the people in like 5 seconds. And then they go and then they just see how powerful they all are. And like, in a sense, they pretty much make an alliance with Nazarick. And the whole situation is the fact that like, he realizes how much of a monster he is, and what the Emperor's plan is that he is trying to make an alliance between all the other empires to take down Nazarick, because that's the only chance they potentially have against him. And that's very bad. That's crazy. And also it's crazy, there's like some political thing with like that old man, and like apparently he just like whatchamacallit, he played the Emperor. Like, he got him. He got him with some political gangs, stuff like that. It was crazy. But that's all we gotta say about that particular arc before we move on to the last arc. Were you able to look it up?
Oh yeah, it is I can't even say it. Jurnik.
Jurnik?
It's not worth
Jurnik.
Yeah, it's not worth saying.
Alright. I pretty much said everything about the arc that I wanted to say, so if you have anything else you want to say about that arc before we move on to the last arc.
No, I'm good.
Alright, so I'll let you take over the last arc.
The last arc is it's basically just Gaza basically warns the kingdom, saying that Ainz is gonna beat everyone, but they still mobilize all their forces. I remember the one in charge of mobilizing all the forces. He's a good. I like his character, right? He's a good dad.
Yeah. The Marquis.
And he was willing to listen to Gaza because he's like Gaza is like the commander. He's like the strongest one, and if he says that Ainz can't be messed with, then they should trust him.
Yeah, and they all pretty much got demolished, slaughtered, as King would put it. Baby shake. They all got destroyed. It was so crazy. Like, he had this spell, like, just like Ainz had this ridiculous spell which just wiped out, like, I don't even know how many people, but like at least half of the flying force, and everyone was just shooking. So like, holy shit, this guy's crazy. And he said that was such a powerful spell, and then Ainz was laughing to the fact that he was saying that I'm laughing because you thought that was a powerful spell. And like, people were clapping, like when he said, applaud to me. And like, all the other soldiers are applauding out of fear. Like, straight up applauding out of fear. And then like, the part where like he said the spell isn't over, and they make some like goat, sheep, little things, and they just like crushed everything. That was crazy. But I also almost forgot. The whole ambush against Korean village. Where like, now she got like some her goblin horn upgrade, and now she got like sorcerer goblins, assassin goblins, strategist goblins, like all different types of goblins. It's like it's like crazy. And then like, oh, that's her name, Angry, that's her name. And Angry became like the big chief of like the big commander of like all those forces. That was also crazy as well. I do want to point out. But the last thing we need to talk about is Gaza versus Ainz. You want to take this?
Over in a second.
Dude, just froze time. Just literally froze time. It was like, whoa. It was just like, damn. It was crazy too, because Ainz did want Gaza on his side. He did. He desperately wanted him on his side, but sadly he had to kill him. And then it was also crazy too, because before the battle began, like Gaza, climbing, and Bring had this heart-to-heart about going drinking together after the war was over, but like it didn't work out well because Gaza died. And like Climb was thinking that maybe Gaza died just so like he could kind of show like how other people could defeat Ainz. And then like Bring and Climb go drinking, and you know, like they pretty much like just continue on with their lives, really. Like they move forward. And then they also took over. Nazareth took over the entire kingdom of Arantel or whatnot. Like they just took over. So yeah. Now that's pretty much it. All I gotta say about that final arc. You got anything to say?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I think with this we pretty much talked about everything. I mean, like the other Guardians, though, like who we have left?
I mean, not really. We talked about mainly everyone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's also this scene. I remember, like, the first episode of the third season where it was like, so normally, like, in anime, they always have it like guys peep on girls in the bathhouse, but this time it was the other way around.
The day of the
Yo, respect on that. Respect on that, like, straight up. Straight up respect on that. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so you got so overall, you have anything you want to say overall to conclude it?
No, but should we spoil it now?
Yeah. So, yeah, give it a score. What do you think?
I give it overall. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, I give it an 8 out of 10. The problem is that really the reason for me, the reason for me why it couldn't get to a 9 out of 10 is because of the Lizard Man arc.
For me, it's like that, and I'm always like, they never do anything with the. I know there's this trope where like if characters way overpowered, like One Punch Man or something like that, like no one can ever beat them. So like it becomes harder to keep people's interest.
I mean, I get that, but for me, I normally don't really feel like that. I do enjoy the overpowered protagonists. I do enjoy it. It just depends how they do it, though. Also, like, it depends how they do it. But yeah, but that's alright. So that's everything I have to say about Overlord. Is there anything you want to add? Final thoughts?
Nah.
Alright, so this is where I like to end this entire podcast here. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and subscribe to my live reaction YouTube channel. Give this video a like and a comment about what your thoughts are on Overlord. I really appreciate that. And also be sure to follow Parzival on his Instagram as well. The link will be in the description below. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. You can say goodbye, Parzival.
Alright, thanks for having me. I had fun talking about Overlord, and take care, guys.
Alright, peace. Stay breezy, guys. Stay breezy.